So week 3 is in the history books, and I hope one of your teams did great, and I hope some of your players in fantasy football did pretty good. I know some teams' season are 0-3 right now, and believe me, it's not good. But some of the teams that are 3-0, including this one, I'll get to it in a little bit later, are 3-0, and we feel good about our teams being 3-0, including this team. The New England Patriots were the third-string quarterback. They won 27-0 over the Texans. I mean, like I said before, Bill Belichick is running the show, and I predicted the Texans were going to win, but they're not ready for prime time. And New England, they're one of the top 3 teams to go to the Super Bowl to represent the AFC Conference. They're not ready yet. The Texans. So we'll review the 1 o'clock games from week 3. And this one was a shocker. The Buffalo Bills beat the Arizona Cardinals 33-18. Like, last week, the Cardinals won, and they whooped ass in week 2. But for some reason, the Bills beat them? Like, how the hell did they manage to pull off a victory against the Cardinals? On any given Sunday, I guess. I think that game was a fluke. There is one team I want to give credit to where credit is due. The Minnesota Vikings. They managed to stop Cam Newton, and the Vikings defense did pretty good. 22-10, and I'm impressed with the Vikings. 3-0 as well. They're doing pretty good. Despite all the injuries from Adrian Peterson and Teddy Bridgewater, they're managing to put the W. They're 3-0, and I'm impressed. I mean, not bad for the Vikings. The Denver Broncos are also 3-0, and they defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 29-17. I predicted the Broncos were going to be victorious against the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Bengals would be 1-2. And Denver, they're still the best team in the AFC Conference, in my opinion. One of the top 3 teams that are worthy to go to the Super Bowl. The Packers beat the Detroit Lions 34-27. It's hard to win in Green Bay when you're a Detroit Lions player. But last year, they managed to pull off a victory at Lambeau Field for the first time in 20 years? Last year? I mean, that was an upset that the Packers lost to the Detroit Lions in Green Bay. And the Ravens beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 19-17. Well, it was back and forth seesaw battling. The Jaguars, I feel sorry for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, they're trying their hardest. It's just that they can't get a break. They can't get the W. They try to win, and they choke. I don't know about the Jaguars. They got to win at some point. It's just that 0-3, man, that's bad for the Jaguars. The Miami Dolphins beat the Cleveland Browns 30-24. Oh, man. Cleveland does what Cleveland does best. They take the lead, and they find a way to choke and lose. Man, that's 2 weeks in a row. And they signed a new field goal kicker, Cody Parker or something? Tell me if I'm wrong, if it was Cody Parker. He missed a couple of field goal attempts. And he missed one to put the game away and get a first victory for the Cleveland Browns, but it choked. And Miami won with a touchdown, and that was it. I feel sorry for Cleveland Browns fans. I really do feel sorry for Cleveland. I'm just saying. I don't hate them, it's just that I just feel sorry for them for being cursed. The Washington Redskins surprised me and pulled off a victory against the New York Giants. This was a seesaw battle. But the Redskins managed to find a way to win. And the Giants suffered their first loss. So the Redskins are 1-2 and the Giants are 2-1. You can't win them all the time, It is what it is. That was a tough game. That was a tough game for both the Redskins and the Giants. Props to the Redskins for pulling off a victory. I picked the Giants to win against the Redskins. I got that prediction incorrect. But there was one prediction I did get right. The Raiders beating the Titans 17-10. The Raiders have impressed me a lot. Even though last week they lost to the Atlanta Falcons in week 2. Whatever. You can't win them all, like I said. I knew it was going to be a tough game. The Raiders are coming back. They're back. Will they be in the playoffs? Not yet. The Seahawks. They're back into the groove and 37-18 beat the 49ers. How's Chip Kelly doing in San Francisco? Oh man, Chip Kelly sucks. I'm glad we got rid of him. I'm so happy we got rid of him. And to tell you the truth, all seriousness, I feel sorry for 49ers fans that they have to put up with Chip Kelly for a year. It's just that the Niners owner, what the hell were you thinking of getting Chip Kelly? If he doesn't do well in the next 4 or 5 weeks, fire him. I hope they fire him after one season, or half of the season, or heading towards week 15. We got rid of him after week 16. He wasn't allowed to coach the final game of the season last year. But Russell Wilson, I heard he got hurt or something. I'm not even sure. Okay. The Los Angeles Rams escaped. Now, I'm going to say this. Escaped with a victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 37-32. They escaped with a victory. And the reason why they escaped was because they stopped the game after over 1 hour of a delayed game. These kinds of things happen. I think it was like a thunderstorm or something in Tampa Bay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't watch the final minutes of the game in the fourth quarter. I was more paying attention to the Eagles game than I was with the Buccaneers and Rams game. I'm not interested in that. But the Rams escape with a win. The Indianapolis Colts beat the San Diego Chargers 26-22. And the Colts get their first victory. And, I don't know. It's just that there's something missing in Indianapolis. I guess they need to draft better players. There's something missing in Indianapolis. The Kansas City Chiefs going back to their winning ways and beat the New York Jets 24-3. I'm sure Andy Reid's doing pretty good. Now, wow. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not only beat them, they destroyed them. They whooped their ass. They got their asses handed by the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'm going to say this. I have never seen the Pittsburgh Steelers get that dominated the way they did by the Philadelphia Eagles or any other team. No one hasn't dominated against the Steelers since 97 when the Cowboys dominated the Steelers back then. And that was week 1. And later that year, the Steelers managed to get back into the groove and move on with that loss, and they went to the AFC Championship. they managed to bounce back and say, you know what, put that loss aside, move on. And I just want all you Steelers fans to hear me out. They'll be back. They will be back. They had one nasty loss against us. I didn't think in my wildest dreams that they were going to get that beaten. I guess that's the word you could use. I never seen another team beat the Steelers like that. Not even Tom Brady and Bill Belichick can beat the Steelers like that. I was expecting the Eagles to win by 3 points. I predicted the Eagles to win, yes. I expect them to win by 3 points and probably end the game with a field goal. That was my original prediction, but I never thought the Eagles' defense would be all over Ben Roethlisberger and their wide receivers. Yeah, they didn't catch an interception, but they did their job. My dad is a Steelers fan, I'm going to tell you this. My whole life, my dad has always been a Steelers fan. Through the good times and through the bad times. He's always been a Steelers fan. After that loss, Dad said he never felt more embarrassed to be a Steelers fan. But he knows they will be back. They will move on with their loss against the Eagles and just move forward. That's all the Steelers have to do is just move forward. Mike Tomlin has to move forward. Ben Roethlisberger has to move on from that loss. That's all I'm going to say about the Steelers. And you fans, the Steelers fans, you guys got to move on with that loss. I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen. Carson Wentz is playing out of his mind. Doug Peterson is doing a great job as a head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, I was blown out of my mind, and I was happy and shocked when the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Steelers the way they did. I was stunned. Even my mother was stunned. She says that normally I see the Eagles playing not that good and pull off a victory, or they choke at the end and blow a victory. But she never saw anything like that in her life. And she doesn't remember a time either when the Steelers got dominated like that. That was pure domination. I'm sorry to ramble on and on, but I just wanted to get that off my chest, my thoughts on that game. So we move on to the Sunday Night Football game. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Chicago Bears 31-17. That Prescott kid, I'm not even sure if that's his real name, Prescott. Is it Prescott? Probably. He's doing a really good job as well. He's one of the studs this week with Carson Wentz. It's going to be a competition, Cowboys versus Eagles soon. I mean, if Prescott keeps playing great, what is Tony Romo's future? I think he's done, to be honest. Tony Romo's been banged up for too long. He's been banged up a lot. He's had neck injuries. He's had shoulder injuries. He's been too beaten up. He's been a great quarterback, but I think I got the feeling that his time is up in Dallas. But I also have the feeling that Jerry Jones might want to put Tony Romo back in and says, screw Prescott, put my boy Tony Romo in there. Come on, Jason Garrett. Come on, Garrett. Put him in there. He'll demand the head coach to put Tony Romo in there. He'll be saying, screw that Prescott guy. Put in Tony Romo. Or is Jerry Jones going to say, I'm going to move on without Tony Romo? Could happen. But I have to feel, if I was the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, I would move on with Prescott. The Atlanta Falcons beat the New Orleans Saints 45-32. Man. New Orleans, man, I don't know what to say about them. Like, they're not the same team like they once were. They're 0-3. This is mind-boggling. Like, the Saints are not the same team like they once were. And if they keep losing like that, guess what? Sean Payton might be leaving. But I doubt it, though. They may keep Sean Payton for one more year. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, Drew Brees got that big contract that he signed, and he plays great. It's just that I know he's a great player. He's a great quarterback. He is good. It's just there's something missing with the Saints. I mean, they score. They score a lot. Just not enough to get the W. Alright, so now I'm going to be predicting Week 4 of the 2016 NFL season. We're going to start it off with the Thursday night game, which I normally really don't watch unless if the Eagles play. The Miami Dolphins against the Cincinnati Bengals. They're both 1-2, and one of them's going to be 2-2. So I'm going to pick the Bengals to win against the Miami Dolphins. They should be able to get a victory over Miami. So let's go with the England game in London, England, at 9:30 in the morning. Like, I'm going to watch a football game at 9:30 in the morning. But I know people on the West Coast watch the 1 o'clock games at, 10 in the morning? I don't know how people do it. Anyways, the Colts versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, I picked the Jaguars 3 times. No, actually, I picked the Jaguars 2 times. I knew they would lose to the Packers. So I'm going to pick the Colts to win against the Jaguars. It's going to be a close game, but again, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to find a way to lose. Or try to win and come off short. So we'll go to the 1 o'clock games. The Tennessee Titans against the Houston Texans. I'm going to pick the Texans to win against the Tennessee Titans, who used to be the Houston Oilers. True story. Look it up. The Cleveland Browns against the Washington Redskins. The Redskins are going to win. They'll be 2-2. I will be really surprised if the Browns find a way to win against the Redskins. The Redskins should not lose this game. That's a no-brainer. The Seahawks against the Jets. The Seahawks. Jets ain't going to win this one. The Buffalo Bills against the New England Patriots. The Patriots are going to win. They're going to go 4-0. And then the next week, Tom Brady, the god of Boston, will be back next week after his suspension over the Deflategate. Big old Tom Brady, the man, the myth, the legend, the Babe Ruth of the NFL. No, not really. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. Probably more of a god than Babe Ruth. No, future Hall of Famer is more important. Probably the... Okay, forget it. Okay, anyways, the Patriots are going to beat the Bills. Bills ain't going to win. The Panthers against the Atlanta Falcons. I think the Falcons may win this game. Atlanta's been pretty explosive lately. I picked the Falcons to win against the Panthers. I like their chances against the Panthers. They may have a shot against the Panthers. The Oakland Raiders against the Baltimore Ravens. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. I'm going to pick the Raiders to win against the Baltimore Ravens. I'm pulling off an upset. This is where the Baltimore Ravens are going to lose their first game of this season. So there you go. The Detroit Lions against the Chicago Bears. I'm going to pick the Lions to win. The The Bears, man, they suck. They're a garbage team. They're going to lose against the Detroit Lions. The Denver Broncos against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I picked the Broncos to win. They're going to be 4-0. They're going to be winning a lot until somebody beats them. It ain't going to be Tampa Bay. I'm telling you one thing right now. The Buccaneers don't have a shot in hell to beat the Denver Broncos. And that's one of the 4 o'clock games. The Los Angeles Rams against the Arizona Cardinals. You know, the Cardinals this past Sunday lost to the Buffalo Bills. You know what? It happens. They're going to redeem themselves and pull off a victory against the Los Angeles Rams. So the Cardinals will win this game. I'm picking the Cardinals to win. Let's just say that. I'm not saying they're going to guarantee, but I'm just going to stick to that. The Saints against the Chargers. Oh, my God. Like, I don't even know. It's a game I really don't care about. I mean, the Saints, they pull off a lot of good points. It's just that they can't win a game. No matter who they play, they can't win. Until Sunday. I'm picking the Saints to beat the Chargers in San Diego. And the Dallas Cowboys play against the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win. And I don't hate the 49ers. I hate Chip Kelly. After what he did to our team last season. He'll choke in this one. He's going to choke against the Dallas Cowboys. So I like the Cowboys' chances in this one against the 49ers. And then Sunday Night Football. Kansas City Chiefs against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is going to be a tough one. I thought it was going to be a tough one when the Steelers were playing against my Philadelphia Eagles, and then they got destroyed. They lost to Andy Reid's protege, Doug Peterson's Philadelphia Eagles. Now you're going up against Andy Reid's Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my God, I don't know. Le'Veon Bell is coming back after his suspension. I'm going to pick the Steelers to redeem themselves and pull off a victory against the Kansas City Chiefs. And Monday Night Football. Oh, this is going to be a good one. This should be a really good one. The New York Giants against the Minnesota Vikings. No, Minnesota's been on a great roll. They really have been on a great roll. This is a tough one. New York Giants, they've been on a great roll too, but yeah, they lost to the Redskins with a field goal. You can't win them all. I'm going to pick the Giants to win and pull off a victory against the Minnesota Vikings. I like the Giants' chances in that one. So that is my prediction for Week 4 of the NFL season. And the Packers and Eagles have a bye week. And I don't understand why those two teams have it this early. It's bullshit because Roger Goodell and his mindless little yes men thought that was a brilliant idea to do that in Week 4. Yeah, I said it. Roger Goodell and his mindless yes men put the schedule like that. So there you go. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more predictions and reviews. And I also do video gaming. I do Let's Plays. I do current console games, past games. I'll be coming back to that pretty much in December, but right now I'm still doing Madden NFL 17. I haven't gotten to that in a while, but I will be back. I do other stuff in this channel besides doing NFL predictions and talking about football. So anyways, thank you for watching my video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more, like me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. Links are down below the subscription box. I'm CJ Hawk 85. I'll see you guys later.